This one is my third week in isolation and I've been running out of things to do. I've been running every morning for 5Ks as I wake up. I've been reading a lot of books. I played and finished in 2 days The Last of Us. It's an amazing game if you want to play something. And I figured out it was time to do this. My flatmate left this before she left Australia for us to do, and nobody's doing that in the flat, so I figured that it was time for me to look after this. It's kombucha, by the way, and this has been fermenting for around 2 weeks, so now it's time to taste it, and if it's ready, time to filter in this bottle. The main ingredients are black tea, a little bit of sugar so the fermentation can start, and it creates this one. It's completely formed and it has the shape of a ring. The first step before you do this, if you just have one bottle like me, is to boil some water, add the tea inside, add the sugar, and then let it cool down. So you have everything ready and you can start doing your new kombucha. Right now I'm waiting for the water to boil, so I will transfer everything here, and when the water and the mixture is done, I will start the new kombucha. You can do kombucha with any tea you want, I checked, but you need to add at least some black tea so the kombucha can get some nutrients out of it. And then you can flavor it with as many things you want, but black tea, remember. We have the black tea and we have the sugar. They say 1/4 of a cup, so I guess that 2 full spoons of sugar they will do. And 2 bags of this. Yeah, let's put 4. And see what happens. I have the bags all in and the sugar. This one is done. We don't need this anymore. You just have to pour this in your container to make it full enough, so I will need more water. Be very careful when you do this, don't do that at home, it's very risky. You see why? Because I spilled everything now. But at least I have the right amount of water. Yeah. So right now you have your black tea, your sugar and your hot water. Hi, exactly. But if you put this straight in, it will die. And even if you get away with it, it doesn't worth all the effort you have done so far. So you have to put this in the fridge, let it cool down, and then you put your Scoby in. When it comes out of the fridge, you cover it, it has to be cool, remember, and you put it in a dark area, so in your cupboard, for example, and you let it rest there for 2 to 3 weeks. Every now and then you taste it, you see the fermentation is happening, and when you filter it inside of a bottle, you can add anything you want, fruit, ginger, turmeric, anything you want, and then when you filter it, it gets its nutrient and its flavors. So you can have all the choices of kombucha you want. When it will cool down, I will remove a little bit of this, so there will be space for the Scoby to ferment inside. 30 minutes went by and now this one is cool, so I can take my Scoby, and once it's in, I just need to take a cloth, a rubber, and cover it just like this. And when this one is sealed and covered and there is a little bit of air inside so it can ferment, you put it in a dark place. The only thing you have left to do is to try it and experiment and master this in your quarantine so you can get something done. And if you want, you can sell this. You just have to sell a little part of this, put it in your mix of black tea and sugar and water, and it will grow over and over again, so you can have as many as you want. If you want, you can give it to your friends or you can make money out of it. It's your choice. The reason why you should drink kombucha and do your own kombucha is because this is amazing for your gut bacteria, and gut bacteria influence everything in your body. Now that you have a lot of time, start making kombucha.